let's talk real quickly about the death of Joanie Laurer, Chyna, 46 years old. I won't get into the details too much about it, but yeah, being a pro wrestler is a hard life. It's it's not easy, not at all. And it's a shame because she seemed like a really nice person. Everyone said she was really kind, liked to laugh. Like Mark Henry in particular said that about her. And she sort of had a falling out with WWE the past, 15 years. I mean, she was huge. Chyna, remember, she started out in DX. She was an original member of DX with Triple H. Hunter Hearst Helmsley acted as his bodyguard, and they were dating in real life for a few years, which I'll get into in a second. And Shawn Michaels, and she was, like a weightlifter, like a bodybuilder, a female bodybuilder, and she could throw down in the ring and with the men. She was in Royal Rumble matches. She won the Intercontinental title. She finally won the women's title before she left, and she was extremely popular. She had at first. It's funny how she morphed on her popularity. Of course, she eventually got facial plastic surgery. She got a boob job to have more sex appeal, be more mainstream. So you appeared in Playboy magazine, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But still was always extremely popular. She had a nice relationship in the ring, with Eddie Guerrero, where she was Mamacita, and so they had this really interesting sort of relationship. I mean, they fought in the ring comically a couple of times with each other. And they called her the 9th wonder of the world because Andre the Giant was the 8th wonder of the world, and she was, she was just as powerful as a lot of the male wrestlers. And it wasn't a sort of like gimmick where it was like, oh yeah, she couldn't stand toe to toe with some of those guys. She realistically looked like she could in the ring. So she had a falling out, and around, I think it was like 2001, she leaves the WWE after like 4 to 5 years. And famously or not, if you know, she broke up with Triple H, and Triple H started dating Stephanie McMahon, daughter of the guy who owns the company, Vince. And because of that, partially she felt like she was on the outs and she left. And after that, it really wasn't that well for her afterwards. Sort of a downward spiral, unfortunately. I think she went to TNA for a bit. And then, of course, it really got bad. She did that One Night in China amateur porn release with X-Pac. I think that was like 2006 off the top of my head. Something like that. She also wrestled in New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's right. But she's like someone that was always in pain, and she just wanted to be, accepted or appreciated for what she was, and she was really special for like those 4 to 5 years while she's in WWE. And it was very, 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 I think, shameful for how the WWE treated her after she left. Obviously, not putting her into the Hall of Fame was really a bad idea. And of course, Triple H famously said on, I think it was Steve Austin's podcast last year, that she deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, but he doesn't want to put her in the Hall of Fame because, I don't want my kids Googling her and seeing her porn videos. And yeah, she became a porn star. She was in a handful. She did an Avengers porn parody and a She-Hulk one. And then I think she realized that was a bad idea, and she got out of it after that. And I think she went overseas, I believe, to teach. So, yeah, shame on WWE for not really, I guess, supporting her more. I'm not saying that contributed to her death, but yeah. I'm just tired of seeing all these wrestlers get. I mean, Randy Savage, they blew off for like 15 years, more than that, 20 years. All these wrestlers that really not that they need the monetary support necessarily, but just like want to be recognized, not shunned. I mean, these are people you worked with. Especially, I think with Chyna was that much worse because remember it was her ex boyfriend becomes, the guy Triple H running the company, and you got to deal with that, and you're just persona non grata. I mean, they haven't mentioned her on TV before her death, or video packages of her, nothing. Then of course they show a video package, a really nice one actually on Raw after she dies, which you have to do that. And she'll be put in the Hall of Fame within a year or two. But again, it's posthumously, and maybe I'm not saying it would have saved her life, but just maybe would have helped out a little bit. You maybe put her in the Hall of Fame like 5 years ago, 6-7 years ago. You show her that support. Have her come out on Raw once a year, or just have her do something with the company, or just have her around, just so that she knows she's respected. That's it. I don't know. So I mean, it's a shame. What are you gonna do, right? People are responsible for themselves. And, Joanie Laurer, Chyna, dead at 46. Shame.